As you know, I tend to start Sinawali a little bit differently. So instead of a lot of people start with this chamber position here, I like to start it from the concept of it, right? So I've got my guard position, okay? Now this could be I'm already touching here. This could be a lot of things, but what's gonna happen is from right here, I'm gonna come through this window and I'm gonna hit, okay? I'm gonna follow with this backhand and I'm gonna open up and switch and then I step back. So right here, I step through and I hit, I follow and I hit. This one comes through to the other side and then out, okay? So right hand angle 1, it's gonna cut to parada 2, while left hand hits angle 1, then we open. So I've got an angle 2 off the right hand, backhand, okay? So go ahead and come closer. Come closer. You don't need to be miles away. Boom, boom. Whoa. And that's where we're going to start. Now, just continuing to look at this, one of the things, and this is a strong habit that happens to everyone when they first start. It takes conscious effort, conscious thought to make it stop, but you want to, okay? So the first thing that ever happens, you do this drill and you go, okay, and if we pause that and she exits this drill, like just take your sticks out. Is any part of her in danger? No. Right? So I need to come through low. So actually, I just want you to step forward just a little bit, sticks behind. Okay, so as I come through, I'm looking to hit here. See how low this hand is? Because the tip of the stick is here. Got this hit here, got this hit here. Right now we're aiming tip of the shoulder. So as I move, I want this to be down lower. If I'm aiming up high, what we want to do is we want to think, okay, I want to hit you in the head, but apparently I just want to do it with my fists. Right? And that's not the drill. I want to hit with the weapon. So I come through here, I come through here, come through here. My hands are lower, and so my strikes happen. Her goal, same thing. Go ahead.
Oh, God. I'm sorry.
You can do it fast. I know you can do it better than that. There you go.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
And pausing. Go ahead. Do it again. And right there. So a change. One thing I want to adjust. So right here, when you're here, it's easy to build this habit of going. Okay? I don't want to think of that. I want to think of I move past it. It doesn't move in space. I do. Okay? So when this stick is out, think of this like a barrier. If I go to hit and she blocks here, I can move through and hit, right? If I let go of this, she starts hitting me with it again. So instead, I keep my contact. It doesn't have to be crazy, but for a moment, I know exactly where it is. Does that make sense? So I got this contact, this proprioception that's attached to my stick. So now when we do it together, we need to hit each other. Because we're both doing the exact same thing, it's nullified by each other. So when we come through, hands lower. There you go. Okay, so here's a bad example, hands high. It's like you're trying to punch with the fist part of your stick and not the stick part of your stick. Okay, now here is also bad, but only for one of you. Okay, hands high, go slow. Okay, if I go low, she goes high, my positions end up being in the hands, right? So it's a self-correcting lesson. You start figuring out I don't like my hands there very much. And that's why, hit what you want to hit, so we come low. Okay, so both low, and we're practicing. It's a symmetrical drill. We're both getting to practice the skill we want to use. And because it's symmetrical this way, it's nullified so we're not in danger, right? So we can loop through it in this way. This would be an a la contra, a repeating barrage of a la contra hits. A forehand, a backhand, and a backhand. Okay? There's many permutations. The forehand, backhand is important because there's a lot of different ways to permutate, and that is 50% of it. Okay. All right, let's try this again. Now let's add some smoothness to the striking. So as I strike through. I don't want to just think about touching. Okay, so go ahead and bring your second stick. Ba, 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 right? I'm not looking for that. I'm looking to carry this through. Okay, now hold the stick.
This one.
Yeah, that's the one. Okay, so I'm thinking of just not stopping, being unstoppable. Okay, so I hit here. You didn't hear a second hit because I hit it hard enough the first time, right? So this is immediately behind it. But it's not a tap. It's a round motion, almost like I'm leading with this here. But the same for this. Okay. Okay, so let's bring it back. So we're here. And yeah, it doesn't matter to me. So a lot of people get caught up in how does the drill move? It moves anywhere you need it to be. This is just me hitting you 3 times. Don't really care how we go from there. Okay, so then let's add to it. Here's the idea. I come through here, I come 1, I come 2, I come 3. Here's my open position, opposite of the starting open position. So now I switch my feet and I come through the other way.
Oh God, I'm sorry. I messed it up.
So it seems harder than it is, but it's not. It's just 1, 2, 3, then reverse it. Punch through the window, follow the hit, open. Does that make sense? We try that? All right, let's bring some energy to it. Here we go. Aline needs to leave soon, so we're just going to run through these real quick. So here's where we're going to go from here. So first we're going to start by just simplifying this. This is a drill here where you hold the sticks here. And they've got to be reasonably strong but not crazy. Go ahead and come in. A little closer. Yep, and you're making a V in this way.
Ah, okay.
Okay? Because I'm going to face them. So I'm going to come. Okay, makes sense. So I face this. It's just like pads where you kind of are offline
Sorry.
intentionally so that you don't hit your partner. Because I could do this right through the middle and go ba, 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 right? So now I could come this way and go boom, 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 right? Changes the time. It's the same drill. If you look at it, I've got this forehand, I've got from the right side of my body, 1, 2. And then I've got from the left side, left, 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 right? So it technically goes right, right, left, 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 right. But if you just divide that differently, then what I have is going this way, right? So I'm here, left, 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 right, 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 left, 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 right? Does that make sense?
Sorry.
So it just depends on where you divide it. And as you work into like 4 counts and different things, that division changes how the drill feels, and it's amazing how much that can mess you up. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll try this. This is a great way. She's got this, gives me the ability to not worry about her hands, so I can work more power. Okay, this is a good way to kind of work on actually hitting stuff because that's what we're doing. All right, let's try that. And then we're not actually going to try that. We're going to go ahead and go to the next thing. All right. So now, no hands. So we're just here. All right. So looking at what do we do with this? Why do we do it? What's the point of it? Okay. So we'll start with 2 variations, 2 different variations that we can use for this. And we'll start with her striking me with that stick.
Oh, just the normal one?
That's the one. Okay.
Okay.
Go again. So now I pass this. Okay. I hit the hand. I hit the head. Okay. So here, You can go ahead and throw 2, because I can switch. Okay, now do you see where, so I've got different places. This is passing with this hand, 1, 2, 3. Okay. I also have opening up this way and kind of changing that. But you can see as I pass this, there's my window. Right? So I pass this stick over, here's the window that I punch through. Okay, I pass angle 2. Okay. There are variations of this that just move to different targets. So we just have these on different lines. High line, low line, mid line. Does that make sense? Okay. So just targeting. The reason of this is hitting. Okay? And if I hit in this way, I can just make sure that I get a couple hits in. Now it doesn't matter, okay? I'm gonna have you start flowing through that at your own pace.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and I just move. I can work against it. Here, I can pass it. All right, does that make sense? So it's also a ability to become fluid, to where it doesn't really matter what changes, you just hit and hit and hit. And you should be able to change your targets as she's hitting. Maybe I hit this, I get ready for that, but she was fast with the second hand. I just change. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay. So that fluidity, as we practice with repetition, 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 it just builds the ability to be fluid as you move. Maybe? Try that. Good. Let's see. Is there anything else I want to show tonight? And then we'll just do all of that stuff.
I have a question. So on Saturday we did low Sinawali.
Earth 6?
Yeah. So how
Yes.
would that look like? Are you defending a 3 or are you defending more like an 8 or a 9?
Could be either. Anything that the defense for it is to pass my stick down. Okay, so if you hit, just think, instead of thinking angles, is it a 3, is it a 9, just think targets. Is it my hip or is it my knee? Okay, so if you strike for my knee,
When I go here. Okay.
okay, but it can change too, because I could make the first movement here and finish up here. Right? And that's permutations of Sinawali. You've got high line, low line, forehand, backhand, and then you just math that out. This drill is called Heaven 6, or as we do the low line, Earth 6, and that is something that is done in a 6 count. There are also 4 counts, which are the kind of 8 count style, right? 4 then 4. Because we have other ways of dealing with this. So one, for example, I could go on the same side, everything from the right. I can hit, and I can hit.
Oh, you do that. All right.
Okay, you ready? You want to try? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I can add movement. Okay, so the easiest way to start this is to think about the low line hand, the chambered hand or the rear hand. So for example, I could just go to low line on the second hit like we showed a second ago. Okay, not too bad. Now if I make it a 4 count, I'm going to come in and hit, and I'm going to go low with this hand, but then I'm going to stay this hand and go high, and then up. So I get you moving low, that hand, and then I hit you in the head if you're not careful, right?
Oh, you don't know how the drill works.
Okay, and then other thing, I can also just double. This was a really simple one that has a kind of a cool beat when everybody gets doing it, which is I just double hit on the second hit. Tap, tap, right here. Tap, tap. Boom, boom. Okay, there's lots of different ways, lots of permutations, lots of things that you can do. Then this works itself into the empty hand. You can keep your stick, don't care. I'm going to not have a stick. And then as you come with your stick,
Oh, yeah.
kubad, right? Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. Okay. So just looking at this motion, I'm passing, right? Hitting. That's fine. I don't actually care where her stick comes because I'm looking to get to her and make her stop hitting me with a stick, right? But you have other motions to this. Okay. So it's just a matter, it doesn't change. If you get rid of the sticks, it doesn't change. It's the same stuff. It's the same motions. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. I like it from the inside. I just take this hand, right? So I come in here. It's a good way to move. Okay. Just passing under and changing. That's it for now. All right. Very good. Okay, so let's go back and let's just work the double stick. Hitting, getting used to hitting.